Hello friends, taking a look at Apple, Uber, CGC, Peloton, DraftKings, and we'll spend just a moment looking at SPY. The only reason I want to look at SPY is that we have a weekly tightening range, highs and lows, and lower highs and higher lows. If this was a regular week, we would expect the most likely outcome to be a lower high under 354.02 on the 4-hour time frame. We are getting pretty extended with our 4-hour RSI. Let's get that going again. Just under 70. So looking for 4-hour higher lows. We haven't really done well in establishing supports on our way up, which means there is not a lot of short-term support to be found. So we could see a very, very rapid fall back down to a higher low of 322.60. So that's not to say that we see any signs of weakness yet, but we just shouldn't be surprised to see a pullback in the general market. If that happens, it's going to impact stocks like Apple, who have seen a sympathetic response with 3 days of upside and limited areas of support established while doing so. We have a little bit of support on the daily time frame, 107.32. 4-hour time frame does not give us a lot to work with, nor does the hourly time frame. So this is where things start to get a little bit dicey. We are at 71.22 on the hourly. Our RSI is just under 70, so this is prime area for some pullback. We don't see any weakness yet either on Apple. Resistance 122.11, 127.32, and support on the 4-hour and the daily time frame 107.32. Uber is having a lot of volatility after hours, with the after hours high at 43.21 and low at 39.50. What that does is it negates this inside bar and basically shakes it out in both directions. Daily support is going to be at the low at 39, and let's go find that. Where was that little resistance here? We'll see if that comes into play for our pre-market. Action tomorrow. So where can we look in the short term? Well, I don't believe we have any resistance to worry about in the short term. Maybe 41. Oh, we're already over top of that. So next big daily resistance of 47.08, and Uber looking very, very strong on the weekly time frame. 1 day left to go. Daily, it's all about establishing a better pattern up here. If the market sees a little bit of pullback or even sideways action or weakness, I don't think Uber is well positioned because we have not established good 4-hour supports. 40 psychological is really the only thing we have to work with. And we go to the 15-minute time frame, 39. Yes, these are round numbers. So round numbers indicate that it's primarily retail trading that are propping up the buy walls and stopping the prices from dropping below these psychological levels. Meaning, we shouldn't be surprised to see those evaporate in any sign of weakness and looking for a gap fill. And it's only a gap fill because there's a lack of support there. And back down to the area 33.30, there seems to be some support in that area as well. CGC, this is a US MJ sector is having a lot of fun. And if we go to the daily time frame, we can see a little bit of that reflected in the positive close for Canopy today. Good volume. We have earnings coming up on the 9th, so we need to keep apprised of that. On the daily time frame, we need to watch out for this resistance here at, let's turn our magic magnets on at 21.67. Very, very close to today's high of day at 21.64. So a clear level for us to watch out for. If we can get over the top of that, we have daily resistance at 22.19. Daily higher low set and locked in with today's action. 4-hour time frame still needs to get over the double top at 21.67. And we've got a 4-hour higher low at the low of day, 18.32. Hourly time frame doing just fine, almost giving us a hourly bull flag. Good execution of that flag for a break over 21.67. Looking at Peloton daily time frame, big wick down. We have earnings currently underway. Let's go take a look at the 4-hour time frame to get a read on what's happening there. We need a 4-hour higher low over 110.13. If we can get that, bulls will be just fine. We have broken the high over 124.90 and 116.32, which means a 4-hour higher low over 110.13. And a resumption to the upside is going to be a nice move toward a 4-hour trend change. On the hourly time frame, we have lost 117.82. We lost today's low of day, but we still have that 4-hour level to work with. So let's see where earnings takes us. Things seem to be slowing down a little bit, at least on the short term. Not quite a bear flag, but we do have potential to build a base of support here. If we can see upside, our next resistance is going to be 139.75, and our next support, our major support in the daily time frame, is down at 109.01. The fun one, DraftKings. So we're finally getting a nice break out of this daily channel, and maybe it's a better on a 4-hour time frame. We can definitely see lower highs, lower lows. Got over top of our EMA 12, held it with an indecision candlestick, another indecision candlestick, and now we're seeing a couple good hours of trading action. We have established good support on the hourly time frame at 38.70. We need to see another hourly higher low form. I'd like to see a little bit of weakness, and it would be ideal if that could form over 40.82. That is good for long-term growth in DKNG because much like SPY, much like Apple, we move very, very quickly, so we need to establish a better base of support. Look how long it took us to get down here. We established a ton of resistance. We've knocked out a lot of that really quickly, so this could be partially shorts covering, causing a little bit of a squeeze type action on DKNG. Once that dissipates, we can see that weakness come in as both our buyers thin out and the short pressure thins out. We look for that daily higher low and that 4-hour higher low, both ideally over 40.82. That is it for DKNG and the ticker review today. If this video was helpful for you, please let me know. You can ask a question or comments. Happy to help. Have a good day.